is Mrs.M.Judith Acquline, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Applications. Today we are going to see about data structures and algorithms. Come, let's get into the video.
What is a data structure? A data structure is a way of storing data in a computer. It is a collection of data which can be stored in a computer, and hence so that it can be used efficiently by the users. It also allows variety of critical operations to be performed. A data structure is used for organizing data in a computer where we can use it in an efficient manner. For example, we can store a list of items having the same data type using the array data structure. A data structure is a specialized format of organizing, processing, retrieving, and storing data. And also, it is stored and it should be seen logical concepts that must address two fundamental concerns. The first is that how the data will be stored, and the second is that what operations will be performed on it while storing a data. Data is represented a collection of data points. Raw data is a term used to describe a data in its most basic digital format. In computing, a data is referred as an information that has been translated into a form that is efficient for movement or processing. A data can be represented as a video, an image, a sound, a text, or as in binary values such as zeros and ones. It can be stored as a file format. In simple, a data is defined as a collection of information that can be stored and used by a computer. These data structures are similarly classified into two types. The first one is that simple data structure, and the next is that compound data structure. So a simple data structure can be constructed with the help of primitives data structure. It also used to represent the standard data type of any one of the computer language. It might be a variable, an array, a pointer, a structure, whatever. And next comes is your compound data structure. It can be constructed with the help of any one primitive data structure, and it will have a specific functionality. And also, this compound data structure is classified into two types. The first one is the linear data structure, and the next is the non-linear data structure. Here we go with the linear data structure. So the linear is used to arrange the data element in the memory, and also it can be done using array data type. And what are all the functions? What are all the things it can do? Means it can add an element, it can also delete an element and traverse an element, it can sort an element, it can search an element. As come to a non-linear, the non-linear is that it is quite different than the linear data structure. So the non-linear data structures can be used to collect the set of data randomly and it will be join all the data together. So the only difference between the linear and the non-linear is that the linear will collect the information in an order wise. As such, the non-linear will collect the information in a random wise. But also after searching or after getting all the informations, it will store the informations in one data. It will join all the data and it will store that particular information in a place where the users can take and see. And the next comes is that the operations. What are all the operations can be done in the nonlinear data structure? The operations are, it also can add, delete, display, sort, search. As such, what the linear can do, all the things the non-linear can also do. The next we'll be seeing about an algorithm. So, history of an algorithm. The word algorithm originates from the word algorithm. It is named after the Arabic mathematician Abu Ja'far al-Khwarizmi in the year of 1825. He is considered to be the first algorithm designer for adding numbers. And now we can see the definition of an algorithm. An algorithm may be defined as a finite sequence of instructions, each of which has a clear meaning and can be performed with a finite amount of effort in a finite length of time. The algorithm has the structures and the properties. The first we can see about the structures. It has input structure, assignment structure, decision structure, repetitive structure, and the output structure. So these are all mentioned as steps. And the input structure or step is that we need to give the proper input to a program. The assignment is that the steps should be created in a proper manner. So the steps want to be in a clear manner. The decision is nothing but it should be so effective. Hence, the person who is going to see the algorithm, he need to understand what the process have been gone through from the first to the end. So, the decisions should be correct and it should be very, very effective. And the next is repetitive. So the algorithm must come to an end after a specific number of times. So until the condition is satisfied, you need to repeat the algorithm again and again. Hence, the user can rectify their problems or the user can get their results what they need. The next comes is your output step. The output step is nothing but it is an algorithm where these all steps will be combined and an algorithm will be produced. And the algorithm should specify the output and how it is related with an input. The next is that properties. The properties are nothing but it has finiteness, definiteness, generality, effectiveness, input and output. An algorithm must terminate after a finite number of steps. The steps of an algorithm must be preciously defined. An algorithm must be generic enough to solve all the problems for a particular class. The operation of an algorithm must be basic enough to be put down on the pencil or a paper. An algorithm must have certain initial and precise inputs and outputs that may be generated both at its intermediate and final steps. Hence, here
Thank you for watching the video.